So we're going to start with the icebreaker. And for the icebreaker, we are going to do a fasting mood check weather report. If you read the Notion clip, basically, I would like everyone to describe your current mental or emotional state, or both, as a weather pattern. So, example, you could say, it's I'm feeling partly cloudy, but I'm warming up. Or like I feel a lightning storm brewing, so describe your mental emotional state as a weather pattern. So, do I have to pick people or do somebody want to just start? Because I'll pick, I'm telling you. All right, let's go, Alma. What's up?
So I guess like my shirt and how you said it's partly cloudy, but I feel great. You know why? Because yesterday for half of the day I just let myself be without consuming anything. I had water, but then to break I had a fresh juice, which was made by my brother Josh. So I guess that was my way of prepping for this, right? So mentally I'm it's not even very as cloudy as this shirt. It's like I'm good to go.
Nice. Can I
Go
go next?
ahead. Yep.
Yeah, I'm pretty much the same. I think the presence that I've been practicing just keeps me in the moment and keeps me from looking what's coming, what's gone. Um, so I've been walking around the house this morning while my daughter baked a cake, going, not eating is easy, fasting's easy. I got this, and saying all the right words to not smell that cake. So yeah, a little bit groggy. Didn't sleep too well. The fasting is part of health for me. So as I heal, my body's going through different changes. So last night was a bad night, but I'm good. The clouds are going to go in a bit, and it's nice to be on here with everybody.
Full disclosure for everybody here, I did my fast previously, but obviously I've been editing the content, so I can say the first day of my fast, I was like bright-eyed and bushy-tailed in the morning. More of the clouds that I might reference were later on in the day. Um, but I'll get into that later with the discussion. But my day started like super excited, hype, ready to get into it. And I feel the same way today, but obviously it doesn't matter as much, you know what I mean? Because I'm not actually fasting today. But love to you guys and continue respect and support. But yeah, on the day of the fast that I did, which was the 22nd and the 23rd, like it started off very sunshine rainbows.
I guess I would say how I'm feeling on the inside. Well, outside, everything is so sunny. Like the sun is, coming through the windows at like 10 speed. But on the inside, I feel a little overcast, and I feel like that's the little mugginess or the, things that are a little blurry. Don't know really what the weather is gonna be. So on the inside, I'm a little overcast, but the outside, I'm in Jamaica. It's sunny. We got a sunny day over here. Um, and I'm just moving with like how that overcast is gonna change over the next 48 hours.
Ooh, that was good. Overcast. I don't know. For me, like that overcast one day. Now I want to steal that one. But I was saying, like, honestly, like it started off a little with a little light rain, little drizzle, but the clouds are moving and the weather is warming up for me. And just like it was raining for me this morning because I woke up. Well, first of all, last night I was talking just now when he was saying how he prepped. I was like, I knew that's how I should have been. I should have been like that. I was just so the opposite. I was like, I'm fasting for the next 48. I'm picking out. I mean, everything that I'm not going to be eating for the next, like, because also after I'm finished this fast, I'm doing no chips and no juice for 30 days. So I was like, this is going to start me off. So I was like, I'm going to eat everything. I'm about to pick out, da 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 da. And this morning I woke up feeling heavy and like groggy. And on top of that, I do have my menstrual. So I was just like, and I'm going to be 100% transparent. I did have coffee because I did it purposely, and I knew what I was like. If I have it first thing, then my 3 hours nothing. That's why I don't have no water, nothing. Like I still have another hour before I can't. Like I'm on my reset, but I did it on purpose. I was like, if I need to reset now, I'll do it right now from the beginning. So I had coffee because I needed it because last night was so foolish. So
What's the problem with being too clever up here, in it?
so
Yeah,
it started off rainy, but like now I still feel good. I still feel like, all right, I did what I did, but I intentionally did it. I knew what I was doing and I messed up last night, but um I feel good right now. I feel like, all right, like I'm back on, you know. And I even feel good about the conversation that we just had, like getting it out there and open. So I feel good, you know. That's how I'm feeling.
just say as well very quickly that Irijah, man, we can see that sun on you. I'm here looking orange with this rotted light on me, man. I'm
I'm
like,
done.
I hate this light because it starts early as well here, right? I have to light it before we start. And I'm looking at you and I'm like, I can see that sunlight on you because you are glowing, mate. Natural lighting is the one. But anyway, I digress. Back over to you.
It, so just to co-sign you, that's why my day started off sunny and ended up getting more cloudy. Caffeine headache. But go ahead. But go
Yeah.
ahead. Yeah, it was a lot.
So to start this off, like we're gonna do one more breaker. This one, but this breaker is gonna lead us into the agenda, right? And if you could sum up your intentions for these next 48, what's the intention for this fast? If you could sum it up in one word, literally, not a word, because not like one word, period. Sum up your intention for this next 48 in one word. Like,
Heal,
would you say heal? Oh, that's a good one.
heal.
Heal is a good one.
Discover.
Oh, discover's a good one too. See, y'all some writers, y'all know. All right.
Clarity.
What'd you say?
Clarity.
Clarity.
Fulfillment.
Dang. Fulfillment. I'm gonna say understanding. All right. That's cool. That's cool. So hopefully you guys jotted down what y'all intentions was so that you can keep tracking at the end, or even after today is finished, you can see how close or how far you are, or did you even progress in any way towards your intention? You know, so that's good. You guys all have some good things. So now we're gonna move on to Irijah. I know this is gonna be so good. We're about to start a cleansing breath to get us started, clear our minds, clear ourselves to get ready for this discussion. So I'm passing it over to you.
All right, beautiful people. So in in yoga skills, Kemetic yoga, my teacher, Master Yasira Hotep, starts us off, like most sessions start off with the cleansing breath. And we're usually in Sahu pose. Sahu refers to the mummy, right? But we also know that it wasn't just a mummy like a zombie, but they were in a perpetual state of meditation. So you can either be laying down in Sahu pose or you can be sitting in a chair, right? You're gonna take your palms and you're gonna place it on your lower abdomen. You can place your right palm below the belly button, and then you can place the left palm on top, right below the belly button, so not covering it. Some people call this your lower dantian. Some people say this is the seat of your root chakra, your sacral chakra. But for right now, we're going to just connect to this lower area, right? And you have your intention set. And so the cleansing breaths allow us to activate the respiratory system, releasing any stale and stagnant energy that's trapped in the lungs. So we're going to inhale through our nose and let the abdomen expand out as far out as you can. Good. And when you feel that full point, you're going to open your mouth like the shape of a circle. Slowly exhale. Good. Let the abdomen go all the way to the back and contract. Beautiful. You're going to do that your pace, your rate, 3 more times. So you're inhaling through the nose, let the lower abdomen expand. You feel your palms pushing outwards. Pause, open your mouth, shape of a circle. Slowly exhaling. Let the abdomen go inwards and contract. Good. 2 more times, your pace, your rate. You want to hear that audible exhalation. We're activating the bronchioles, the alveoli in the lungs, releasing that stale and stagnant energy that's trapped. Inhaling through the nose. Opening the mouth. Exhale slowly. Good. And that last one, when you're ready, just go ahead and breathe your pace, your rate. And as I mentioned before, our cleansing breaths help us to focus, right, on the rate and depths of our inhalations and our exhalations. Maybe even we notice how much we can control them. Beautiful. So next we're going to go right into the second variation of the cleansing breath. You're going to inhale through your nose. And when you're ready, open the mouth and you're going to do a rapid exhalation. You want to hear this nice audible exhalation. Again, we're activating bronchioles, the alveoli. As you inhale, the abdomen expands. Open the mouth. You want to expel all that stale and stagnant energy trapped in the lungs. Nice rapid exhalation. Last one. Again, your pace, your rate. And maybe you just close your eyes if they aren't closed already. And notice that subtle energy. Numbness, tingling. Maybe you feel some vibrations in your lip, your neck, your throat. Maybe you feel some tingling across your forehead or your temples, your shoulders, down the back, your spine. Take this moment, notice what you feel. Good. Place your palms now above the abdomen, right below the ribs. And the left palm is going to be on top of the right palm. And maybe you make your thumbs connect. So if you look at my palms, take a moment. Thumbs are connected and it looks like the shape of a triangle. You'll put that right at the base of the ribs, right underneath your sternum. And this time we're inhaling and exhaling just through the nose. So if you use your mind's eye, I want you to focus on the base of your spine. And I want you to visualize a white light traveling up the back of the spine, lower back, middle back, upper back, to the top of the head, your crown. In this moment, take the tip of your tongue and place it ever so gently to the roof. And as you exhale, visualize this white light going down the front of the body, the arms, into the hands, the legs, the soles of the feet, and let that energy go down 10 feet deep into the earth. You do that 3 more times, your pace, your rate. Inhaling, exhaling just through the nose. Inhaling, allowing the abdomen to expand. Maybe you pause. Be with the void. Slowly exhale through the nose. Let the abdomen contract inward. And again, pause and be with the void. Last one, your pace, your rate. Feel the abdomen expand as you inhale. Be with the void. Maybe you squeeze the pelvic floor muscles, sealing in that energy. Slowly exhale through the nose. Let the abdomen contract inwards. And again, pause. Maybe you be with the void. Maybe you squeeze the pelvic muscles and seal in this energy that you generated around your intention today. Good. When you're ready, bring your palms to your heart center. You can place your palms on your heart or you can have praying palms. Smile. Slowly, mindfully, as you focus on the earth below you, you'll bring your eyes to eye level. Thank you so much for connecting to your breath, for cleansing your breath. And I hope that you do have a greater connection to how you can control your rate, your depth, the clarity that's now available to you for being still. Hotep, thank you.
I have a question. I always have a question, but I have a question. Because how
Okay.
come when I regularly breathe like regularly, like it's just normal, right? But anytime I go to intentionally breathe, like it feels like it be burning like when I'm breathing in, like it's like it's so like it's overwhelming to my nose, like and I think like that's why like I always do it for short periods of time or like inconsistently consistent with it because like it's so uncomfortable when I regularly breathe. It's like it's just regular, but as soon as I go to intentionally breathe, like my it's like burning every time I breathe on through my nose on the inhale. Is that
Really?
yeah? That's not
Hmm.
normal, right? That's something wrong, right?
I mean, the one, it's you the subtle energy. So you remember when I said like vibration, any subtle sensations, that the tingling, those things are alerting you to your body, right? So I'm not sure if you have like sinus or if you have allergies or if you have some other thing that might, activate your nasal passages but it's also letting you know like that's a subtle energy letting you know like, okay, I feel that it's different because you're now in control. You're now focusing on this intentional breathing. So it's just alerting you. It's just your body letting you know, oh, okay, I see you trying to counteract what I'm doing. I see you trying to
Yeah,
take control.
I'll be pushing past though. I'll be pushing past. I'll be like, no, I turn my background off because I'm getting ready to do the movement and I want you guys to see me.
Oh yeah, because it.
Um,
Can I just say something quickly about breathwork as well? I did
mhm.
really enjoy that. I just wanted to share with you all that yesterday, so I've been really practicing breath work, just deep breathing, not as complex and nuanced as what Irijah can do, but just full breaths, full exhales when I journal, when I do my affirmations. And I was singing yesterday, and my lung capacity was way bigger. I couldn't believe it. I was like, listen to me.
Yeah.
And the other thing I've noticed, which I mentioned to Emmanuel, was I have a deeper, shorter sleep when I do breath work. So I can sleep for 5 to 6 hours and it's deep. I wake up like I've been in a coma, but it's shorter and it feels more quality. So I just wanted to share that with people because that is my experience, and it's both of those things I didn't expect. So they're nice little treats.
Nice. Um, so now that was a beautiful beginning breastwork to open us up and get us prepared. Thank you. So now, as y'all see, I'm getting up, getting ready to do the thing. And I hope that y'all getting up too, because we have to be standing for these. We're going to do 30 seconds for each one. I'm going to need you to follow me. Follow me. So the first one, right? We are going to wait, hold on. Let me see if you can see me better. Tell me if you guys can see me good. Because you're gonna go down. A little bit more. You're gonna go down, right? And you're gonna hang all the way down, bend your knees, squat like this, and then you're gonna come up vertebrae by vertebrae, all the way up like this. I wish I would have did it on the thing. So do you understand yes, 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 yes. And you're gonna do that for 30 seconds. You're gonna go all the way down, bend into a squat, stretch it out, and then you're gonna slowly roll back up and 30 seconds on the clock. Take your time, breathe in on the come up, breathe out on the going down. Let's go. Or maybe I said it back. Yeah, breathe in on the going down, breathe out on the come up. You want to feel it when you're going down. You want to start feeling it in your hamstrings, and as you keep going down, you want to feel it in your lower back. When you get into the squat position, you want to stretch out. You want to feel it in your back, and as you come and go, up. Sorry about that. That was pretty loud, right? My bad. So that was the first one. The second one, right? You're gonna bend down again, but what you're gonna do is look at my legs. You see, we're gonna cross your legs like this. You're gonna go down, try to touch your toes, keep your legs straight, but if you can't go as far as you can, you're gonna come up, then you're gonna cross your other leg over and you will repeat. Okay? You want to feel this in your hamstring and your legs, your hip and your legs. You cross your legs, touch your toes, cross the other leg over, touch your toes. I'm putting 30 seconds on. Get that nice stretch in on the back. If you can't touch your toes, keep your legs as straight as possible and touch your ankles. Forgot the body part was called. All right. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Loudness. Okay. For the third one, you're going to clasp your hands behind your back and reach back. And as you're doing that, let's put your head to the side, breathe in, and as you breathe out, roll to the other side. Right? And keep your head right here. Breathe in and roll back over to the other side. Make sure you pull in them arms. You want to get that good chest stretch too. And when you breathe in and breathe out and roll your neck, you want to feel that. Make sure you roll your neck. Like try to get your chin as close to your chest as you can as you're rolling it forward because you want to feel it in the back of your neck. You want to feel that stretch. Oh, snap. Sorry, guys. Well, a couple extra seconds on that one. All right. You could also, after you like roll, you could also keep your arms clasped and turn to the right, to the left. You could look up, play around with it, stretch that neck, stretch that neck. All right, 2, 1. Dang. All right, for the last one, you already know I like this one because it's just like, just wiggle, just move, just wiggle, just move, get it, niggas, move, 30 seconds to do, get it, yes, move and shake it, we about to be sitting and talking, get it, I play too much, right? Come on, 10 seconds, guys, let's get it, shake it, move it, stretch it, do what you want with it, do what you want with it, let's go. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and 1, and 1. All right, guys. It's nice. Sometimes you just gotta shake it off. You know what I mean? Let's get this background back up. Appreciate you guys for moving with me. Right?
Thank you both. So far, so great. I do feel much more relaxed after the breathing from Irijah and now a bit of movement from Cynthonia. These are things outside of a fast as well, aren't they? To just remind people that you can feel like, I saw something the other day where this woman said that it was Angie Martinez, I think. And she was like doing an interview and she said, I was like, everything's terrible. And then 5 minutes later, it was like, isn't the world great? Because you can switch it up that fast, if you just be present and take control of yourself, really. So thank you, guys. That was wonderful. I feel amazing.
And that's 100% too, right? Because like even like I've been having like like little slight headaches or whatever like throughout the week. And I should have known it was because my menstrual was coming, but I didn't think so because I just got it earlier and it wasn't supposed to have it twice, never did, but whatever. So one day I was just like, um, maybe I just need to just I was supposed to work out and I was just like, I don't feel like working out, I don't feel like doing nothing. Let me just lay down, right? And I was gonna get ready to lay down and I was just like, you know what? Let me just stretch. Like let me just stretch or whatever. Like it's not a workout, but if I get a good stretch in or whatever, like maybe it might help. Baby, I stretched, headache subsided, got energy, decided to get on the computer to do a little bit of work. I was just like, and if I would have just laid down, I would have probably felt like, yeah, that's what I needed to rest. But I was still had the headache, still would have been tight, still would have. So it really, I don't know. People have a whole bunch of different reasons why they don't have time for stretching, or it's not good, or it's against the Bible, or whatever. But I've only seen good, you know what I'm saying? Like it's only done good things for me. So 100%. Better than Tylenol. Um, so guys, let's discuss. So before we already answer, like in the second icebreaker, when we answered the question, one word for your intention, right? So basically, we all know what we're hoping to gain from this fast. So we could skip that question. But the next question is, and we can start here. What are you willing to release the whether it be physically, emotionally, and or spiritually, in order to acquire or to get closer to that goal or intention that you have for this fast? And obviously, we're giving up food, so we don't have to say food or whatever. If you want to say food, why specifically food, and how does that relate to you getting closer to your intention? But outside of food, like if you want to say that, you can say that. But like I said, give a reason why. But if you have something else, something like different, people fast and they fast from food because that's just there's health reasons. It's better. It's this. But I want to know like different things if you have like what are you willing to give up like for you? We're all giving up food, but what are you giving up for you? You guys understand that question?
Yeah, yeah. I'm happy to start.
Do I
And
do I pick somebody or do you guys want me to go first or which I want?
I can start.
Come on.
So for me, it's really, I think what I'm willing to give up is thinking. I've been doing it, but I would like to meditate a bit more today. Meditate. My intention was to get up really early and spend loads of time meditating, but that didn't happen. But the other thing I was going to say was sleep is, give up awake time doing stuff and give my body what it needs and just sleep. And I think the combination of those two things will just keep me on that frequency of calm and not, I'm all right not eating as long as I'm not smelling food and I've got the teas are quite filling. And I think this one that I've got, which is nettle tea, cloves, and something else, the actual proper herbs, it feels like an appetite suppressant as well. So yeah, so that's what I'm willing to give up. That's me.
All right, I'm giving up. Oh well, obviously besides food, like I'm giving up weed for the next 2 days. But like I said that I want to get more understanding. I want to get like clarity, right? So I need to give up the things that are blocking those, blocking that for me. So while I'm also giving up food because I am addicted to food, like I am addicted to food, I am also intentionally like not smoking weed and like focusing on my meditation as I'm not like smoking or drinking in these days because I always know that I need to be completely sober in order to get like high level downloads, right? And I even though I know that, I still like would rather the addiction over the information or whatever. But in me being more intentional and really focusing on getting closer to understanding myself and understanding like what my life path and all these things are, like, yeah, I'm gonna be giving up weed and not feeling like, not only just giving up weed because it's like I'm fasting, but giving up the, not the action of it, the emotional part of it, like the thinking about it, the like the negative connotations, like having that hate relationship, talking crap about it in my head, and just just like leaving it be, like just like move. I'm talking about it right now because I'm giving you the answer, but like once this question is answered, I'm not mentioning weed. I'm not talking about it. I'm not saying anything. I want to forget it for the next 2 days. Like I don't want to, you know what I'm saying? No offense. So that's, I know it sounds different and corny, but it's necessary for me. It's necessary. It's a strategy that I'm trying, you know? So food, weed, a couple other things too, but that's in relation to what my intentions are. Yeah. So because I see I'm gonna have to call. Y'all trying to be quiet.
My intention, I'm giving up expectations so that I can let the clouds part and get that clarity that I want. So for me, I think it's important to, or at least what I think, in order to get clear, it's like, all right, let me not make this mean something, so that way the vision is not blocked by whatever I want to bring into it. Just let it be, and the path will be made clear.
I just want to say, I was saying what I said, but the universe just told me what I need to be really letting go of. Because I think that I just wrote that down because yeah, we have to definitely go back to the drawing board. That's a dang. That was good, Alma. That was good, real good. Who are you passing it to, sis or um dang, Adriana? Sorry, A, I forgot your name for a second.
Yeah, let's go with Adriana.
It's okay, Tom. It's part of the fast champ. Like whatever you got to do to power through it. But I'm gonna get a little deep on y'all, because I am by nature cool, calm, and collected. Usually very relaxed, loosey goosey. But when it comes to fast, based on previous experiences and me just growing spiritually, I'm hardcore, which is why I pushed through that insane headache the first day. But throughout that first day, I thought about what my intentions were and what I really wanted to let go of. And in truth, it was the remaining old parts of myself that don't serve me. Because once you do the heavy lifting of letting go of the big things, right, in order to progress, you realize that there's more work to do, and that's the work. Like the little things that you didn't think were a big deal, but are a big deal as it pertains to progressing in your life. Like for me, letting go of the notion that I am somehow not a good person because I didn't speak up on this, or I didn't automatically, hey, let you know my full, explanation as to why I did this. I'm still shaking off the remnants of that old mentality that I always had to defend myself with things. That was one of the things. There's several, but this is just one that people maybe can relate to. Like when you come from a place of being negative and then growing into a positive spirit, you know, you have to constantly remind your inner children, your inner selves that, hey, you're no longer that person and you don't have to keep defending that. Your actions are showing that. You know what I mean? But when you have a complex, decades worth of a complex, it takes a while to shake that off. So that presented itself very clearly within that time. And the resilience and the push through attitude came with that. So I will cut it there. Otherwise, I'll be on a soapbox TED talk for an hour. But that was part of what I went through as far as that's concerned.
Yeah, so lovely. I think just and the first thing that came to me was excuses. right, as to what I'm giving up. And then after listening to y'all, more things came through. And I love what you said, Tone. Like, you said something that landed for me, like, I'm so clear because I've given up these things that my downloads come heavier, faster, more just like I see my downloads. Like, that's what. And so, what that also made present for me is that, like, I'm giving up excuses, I'm giving up gossip scrolling. Because what kills my time? And so those are the things that I look at, like when I'm not focused, when I'm not, what am I giving my time to? And so I think this is definitely presents to me too. Like, I'm giving up things so that my downloads will come quicker, faster, louder. And that's what this is about for me. So excuses and gossips and how that, pulls me in a space where I'm not creating, so that I can create now. But thank you.
That was good too. That was good. So how are we mentally preparing for the next 48? How did we prepare, or how are we preparing to get on? Because then the next part of this question, I'm gonna ask this question as well. This is two separate questions, but we can put it all together. Because how are we mentally preparing for the next 48? Because usually there's a certain people get knocked off at a certain part. Like the next part was what usually knocks you off during a challenge like this. Like what makes you, quote, for instance, drink coffee when you know that, you know what I'm saying? Or like so how do you plan to handle those things? Like how do you plan to handle the when you get weak? How do you plan to handle the moments when you start to feel like, oh, I want something to eat? This all right if I just eat this tonight or cereal? Like what are your plans for that? How do you mentally preparing, and how do you plan to handle the moments when you're feeling weak or you're weak? Yes, that's the best way to ask it. There we go. I'm definitely answering this last because I'm not prepared to answer it first.
I'll step right up. I watched a movie the other day. I think it was called The Rip. Or no. It was I don't remember the name of the movie. It wasn't The Rip. I saw The Rip recently. But in the movie that I watched, the dude mentioned something about it just being another Thursday. For me, this is just another Saturday. So the only difference is I'm not eating, and that's how I guess I'm gonna deal. But I don't want to sound like, oh, I've done so much that 48 hours is not, to me, it's not that long. So it's like, all right, let's have at it for me. But yeah, it's just another Saturday and Sunday leading
So
into a
so obviously you've been fasting for like this ain't
yeah,
your first rodeo. So I guess it's something like for you, like it's just a matter of time. But like when you first started fasting, because the point is like for people who is 48 hours is not easy for them. I
yeah,
did
yeah, yeah.
72-hour fasts before, and that they were so far in between. But even now, a 24-hour fast for
Yeah.
me is like I'm still not to the point where it's just like just another day. Like I still have to like prepare. I
Right.
can't have nothing in the house like that,
Mm.
what I'm saying, that I know what I will go to. So how when you first started then, because it's too easy for you now, but like when you first, how did you prepare?
I'm not saying it's too easy. I'm just saying it's just another Saturday. But here's the thing though, right? When I was doing things like 21-day fast or whatever, it would be the first 3 days that were the hardest. So the way I'm looking at this is like, okay, maybe the first day it'll start getting to me, then tomorrow it is what it is. But by that time, I'm already in that mode. I actually was already in that mode yesterday. I was like, all right, this next 48 hours is just water and tea. And to be honest, when I drink tea, I don't put anything in it anyway. So it's just how I normally do things. So that goes back to this is just another cup of tea. It's just
Yeah,
Saturday.
I see. I see. I see. It's basic. It's a mental. It definitely starts in the mental. It definitely starts in the mind. And on
100.
top of that, you did the right thing by knowing that you was getting ready to start today and preparing yesterday. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, even even if you ate something like you had a smoothie, you still like was slowly moving yourself into it to the day before. That was actually smart.
Yeah, it's 100% mental because there are thoughts that come up about food, right? My son, I gotta cook for him because that's what I've done fast and I've had to cook for other people before and it hasn't gotten to me, but that's just me. So
Mm-hmm.
that's where I'm at with it.
Because if I smell a chicken, if I smell an apple, I feel like
Yeah, boy.
it's terrible. But anyway, thank you.
I do think it's a discipline, and I think what Irijah and I have is probably the most years of experience discipline in it. So fasting for me is still kind of new. So I've been doing the 16-hour thing probably for about 7 years. And then the 48 hours came in when this at the end of last year when my skin condition started. Um, so I think what I've learned for myself is, especially on that mind over matter thing, is just keeping my mind occupied. I realized when I was pregnant, all the things they say you're not allowed to eat, all of a sudden you want to eat them that you didn't even care about. And it feels like that. I woke up this morning and regularly I wake up and I won't eat until 1 p.m., 2 p.m. But when I woke up today at 10 o'clock, all I could think of was food because I knew I couldn't do it. So like it's like my mind was just, and I'm going, shut up to my mind, because that is something I am aware of very much so in myself. So I've got things that I've got lined up to put my mind into. Um, and as I said, I also intend on going to bed early as well. I'll break my fast on Monday morning. So yeah, I'm gonna do some reading, do some writing, do some organizing this evening, um, with the intention to do the same tomorrow. Knock out some of these things that have been hanging about in the background, put my mind on them, focus on them, and that should do it.
I'll echo the mind over matter aspect of it. Like for over a year, I've been not eating until after noon. It's just better for me. I don't actually do as well with trying to digest things earlier in the day, I learned. But also, I have in the past come up with like Miyagi, like coping strategies because I used to be super overweight, like 340 plus. Like that was when I got on the scale. I do believe I was closer to 400 before that, before I had the gusto to get on it to actually see. But in that time when I was my heaviest is when the food mind games would play on me. And y'all will find this very funny. One of the biggest ways I Miyagi myself was with actually like Food Network. Like I would be eating my salad and like watching Irish shows and watching these people. Like I don't know why it worked for me. I'm not gonna suggest it for anybody. I'm a little like I am one of one. So I would say that that was one of the things that worked for me. But um, I had a similar strategy when I did my first extended fast last year. It was 2 weeks at the beginning of the year. Another spiritual sojourn, and I was like determined to. It was supposed to be a month, but I was guided to chill after 2 weeks because of the health things. But during that time, I was legit watching videos on fasting for the first few days where it was the hardest. Like, what are the benefits? Like, after you get over the 3 day line, like, what does your body start to do? I'd spent a great deal of time making sure that I broke my fast correctly because I knew it would be extended and you could go through some things if you don't break it correctly. Like, all of these different things. Like, I educated myself, I journaled, I meditated, I did all of those things um, to mentally prepare. So, this go around, it was a I would say it wasn't as tough for me from a physical standpoint, because I committed to it. You know what I mean? And then also obviously me having to do it at a different time, um, made me more intent upon doing it without any slip ups or anything, you know. And I had to keep reminding myself of that doing breath work while this headache was like a jackhammer in the middle of the day. Because I made the mistake of not weaning myself off of caffeine prior to the fast. That was my mistake. But those are the biggest things for me. Like I find creative ways personally to Miyagi myself. Like I am stubborn in a lot of ways, and this is one of the areas where I learned that stubbornness is actually useful. I refuse to not, you know, be a team player. I refuse to not accomplish this thing. I refuse to succumb because I can do this and I've done this before. So therefore, I'm going to be bullheaded and breathe and just, you know, remind myself that this is what we're not going to do the next time. You know what I mean? So that's how I managed to weather in that way.
I'm gonna say, I read you. Go ahead. You can go first.
Well, I feel
There's
like
some of
it's
everybody stuff.
that everybody said. It's mind over matter. It's discipline. Adriana, I like that you said you looked at videos on what's the benefits of fasting, because it's like you have to bring yourself back to why am I doing this? So preparation is so key. Getting all the things you need, all the teas, you know, whatever it is. Maybe it might be tinctures, maybe you might be putting chlorophyll or some other stuff in your water so that it's giving you all the minerals and things that you need. Maybe you make sure you have a particular broth that you like when you come off your fast. But it's preparation. It's making sure you have all the things in your home. And like you said, Tone, like all the things that you're not supposed to have are gone out of your home, you know, or put in some sort of box until, you know, the 48 hours is up or the 2 weeks is up. But it is strictly discipline. It's your mind over matter. It's your intention. Again, why are you doing this? So you know, yeah, it could be the benefits, but there's some other reason as to why you're doing this fast, right? Maybe it's to get a job, maybe it's to like your own physical thing, or maybe it's a medical thing, right? Or maybe I'm just doing this in groups so it's solidarity. But those are I feel like that's one of the key things. And so like for me, I would just make sure like I got peppermint tea, I got lemon and ginger, I got chamomile, I got sour sop. I just finished drinking mint and chamomile. I got my little diffuser. You know what I mean? So I have all the things that I need. I got whatever fruits if I want to make a juice, a natural juice. And Manny talking about he got fresh pressed juices. I'm like, okay, I'm jealous. So you have the things that you need for the time so that way, you know, you keep yourself on track, because it's going to be, I forgot who said it, but it's like about what you put into your mouth, right? So make sure you have the things that you're going to feed yourself, like, or that's going to feed you while you're fasting. And so we know right now it's just liquids, but make sure you have those things.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's 100%. That's where that's usually where I mess up all the time is the preparation part. I say, okay, on this day I'm gonna do a fast for this long. I'm not gonna eat this or it's gonna be for this. And then I like that's just it. In my mind, I just know that on that date I want to do it. But then when that day comes, I'm like, dang, like I'm like not prepared. I'm like, all right, I don't have this and that. So while I'm at work, like if I would have had it at home, I would have packed it, whatever, like had the right, put the lemon peel in my water. And you know what I'm saying? Instead of like now I'm out, I don't have nothing. There's nothing ever healthy to even like get out in the street. So like, I don't know. Like, yeah, the preparation is really, really for real, especially when you're on the move, right? Outside in the streets. But for me, I don't know. I need to just do better, guys. Like I'm always in my head. I always feel like I don't write things down much, even though I know it will make things better. Like even in preparation, like what my intentions are, like what's the importance of this, like you know what I'm saying. Like I just want to do something. And it's just like I know I want to do it, and you know what I'm saying. Like so when it starts to get hard for me, like I don't have that turn back to like why am like what's the importance of this? Why am I doing this again? It's just like all right, like if I fall off, then I fall off. I'll just pick back up from right here. Like it's you know what I'm saying? Like instead of being more like the whole purpose is I want to get to when it's that hard. There are times there are a lot of times when I do like I did 72-hour fast before, blah blah blah. But a lot more times like I be like small cheating, like 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 I had coffee this morning. That's still a cheat. So I don't know. For me, it's just like I just need to occupy my mind. First of all, I need to prepare properly. I need to write things down. I need to. The only thing I do is take things out take things out. Like that's one thing I do. Like I know I can't have juice. I know I can't have liquor. I know I can't have chips. Like I know I can't have that. They cannot be in here, or I'm gonna eat it. Even when I'm hungry, I'm gonna eat it. So I do that, but I want to be more so like how you guys said, everything that you guys said, I want to be more on that. But for now, for today, and today I'm going to be cleaning up. I have mad things that I want to do. So I'm busy myself with like organizing my space and organizing and cleaning out like a lot of junk folders and things like that. So I'm gonna declutter and spend a lot of time doing that so that my mind is constantly like moving. That's my plan for today. I don't know about tomorrow,
Can I
honestly.
suggest something?
Uh-huh.
Don't
Yeah.
make yourself wrong because you said it several times. You just start again. You just start again. So it's like, all right, you notice something, you did a little treat, just start again. You know what I mean? The whole thing about it is like, don't make yourself wrong at all because it's like you came to this with a space of just like, okay, I'm just gonna start. So okay, you had a little slip up, that's what it was, but then you just started back on. So you just gave yourself a reset. But yeah, you want to practice not making yourself wrong because I think sometimes too we make ourselves wrong and we just give up, right? We're
Mm.
like, oh, we can do this, we're not strong enough mentally, but you are. So it's just like, just begin again. I remember that's like a saying from like one of these sages. They're like, oh, just begin again. Just start again, you know? Don't
We
make the
had
loophole of like making yourself wrong for an hour. Just like, okay, I did that, and now we're gonna start again. Literally, it's like your reset. I'm gonna start again.
I
Yeah,
think we both latched onto that, Irijah, because I was thinking the same thing. That something I just wanted to say as an observance of working with young people for so many years. Something I learned off them was you don't want to fail things. Always set yourself up to win because, like Irijah saying, making yourself wrong, the damage that does, all those little wrongs mount up to a feeling, and the presence things helps as well, just being aware of like where the mind will go,
mhm.
so you're not, as I read just said it beautifully, just start again. That's you know what I mean. You don't have to give yourself all that other stuff, just start again.
You know, the thing for me, like, yeah, and that's I put it, in this fast, like, the 3 hours start over. But like in hindsight, like in a longer, it's just like how many times do you start? If you keep starting over, then what are you really getting out? You know what I'm saying? Like, and my mom tells me like, yo, all right,
It's
how you gonna keep starting over? Then where's the clarity gonna come in? You didn't even like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's the way my mom works. Like you, like today is all right. It is one mess up. You know what I'm saying? But like, say in like 4 hours, say in 4 hours, I like I don't even want to say I don't have no chips in them, but like say, well, say let's just say I like put something in my mouth or something or whatever, right? It's like, all right, then you start over again. Then at 8 o'clock or whatever, like you drink coffee or whatever. It's just like, all right, you just keep starting over. Like you're not fat. Like in my mind, it's like you're not fasting. You just keep starting over. I don't know. Like that's what my mind tells me. Like
I
how
just
are you
I
gonna get the clarity or the thing that you're working for? Like if you didn't really have like the fast, like the nothing in your system, you
But
know?
you are sovereign. So everything you decide, so we take responsibility for what we decide. So if you're gonna decide I'm gonna drink this coffee, like I think we've had this conversation quite a few times before, like revel in that decision. Like I'm sovereign. I've decided I'm drinking this coffee and I'm gonna take 3 hours to reset. That's your decision. If you decide, everything is within our own power, so you don't have to feel bad if you choose something. If I decide in a bit I'm gonna go and eat, I'm gonna go and eat, and
I see what you're
I'm gonna eat. Like I'm gonna,
saying.
you know what
I'm
I
gonna
mean?
enjoy to eat, and I'm gonna do what
I'm
I
not
gotta
gonna
do with
eat like,
afterwards.
oh no, I shouldn't be doing this. I'm gonna be, yeah, boy. I wanted to eat, and now I'm eating because I'm suffering and I run this thing. So you know, it's all up to you. So if you do that, you can fast again. I mean, I don't know if you're supposed to fast when you're on your menses anyway, but
Right.
anyway, you
Yeah,
could
but I
fast
did.
again in
We
a
already
way.
did it. We got here, so I was just like, "There's no way I'm turning back now." After
But you're sovereign, so you don't have to. You don't have to do anything. That realization for all of us is so deep because we're so used to being controlled by all these other forces, you know. But you can say, "I'm on my menses. I'm not doing this, but I'm going to come on and support you lot," and we're all cool with it because you're sovereign. You're the boss of you.
Can
You
I
know.
just to this is a suggestion for, and also just to throw my hat in the ring on an opinion. It's an opinion. This is not a scientific fact. Don't come for me, audience, please. But in my opinion, even if it is 3 hours, it's still you tried. You know what I'm saying? It's still you did that for that 3 hours. And I think for you specifically, and I say this with love, Tone, I think you might want to add to your let go list. So not beat up on yourself so much.
he's so
Like
annoying.
also real because you like I understand as a fellow person who is used to being that biggest critic that's honestly been one of the biggest things that I've had to let go of. That's the work. You know what I'm saying? And everybody is at different stages. It's not a rush or anything, but taking the time to notice that is progress. Taking the time to say, all right, I did this, but I did make it 3 hours is progress. Like every time you build yourself up, you're less likely to beat yourself up. And also, I'm gonna just take the time since you mentioned it now, if nobody minds, just to provide clarity for the audience because I realize I haven't. The reason why I did mine in advance is because I'm in my luteal phase, almost time for my menses, and also I am anemic and iron deficient severely. So for me, it's not safe. Some women can do it on their menses safely, but if you already have an iron deficiency, and you're anemic, you are a lot more likely to make yourself sick. And in general, for women, just as a precaution, whether you are healthy enough to do it or not, it can throw off your hormones if you do it right before your period or during the first 3 or 4 days. I do believe it can throw off your hormones and make you a little bit more zany. So, Tone, I'm shooting you bail by default. Good sis. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But the fact that you're still doing it is awesome. So that's the clarity and that's my TED Talk soapbox. Love on yourself more, man, and let go of that, dang, I gotta do it just so because you don't. As long as you're doing it, you're doing better than most because most wouldn't even try.
Ashe.
Cool, cool,
Ashe.
cool, 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 cool.
So good.
Love you.
Take myself off mute for this. Here. That was
Yeah.
a because the thing is, nothing matters that much. Nothing matters that much. The only person that really feels the consequences is yourself. No matter how we want to look at it, that's a realization of presence and whatever that is really clear to me. Like we just create stories all the time. And Muji Baba, who is Jamaican but he lives in Portugal, I listen to him sometimes. He's very good at that, at just going, you know, don't don't make up stories. He's the one that got me to really look at things, my thinking in that way. Because any kind of thought you have about something in advance, you are starting to create a thing, you know. Doesn't really matter what you do. It's only you that's affected by it. So can you live by the decisions that you make ultimately?
I guess you guys are right, right? Like, I just had an idea of what fasting was supposed to be. So based off of that, like I guess like but I definitely obviously really like what y'all saying. Anytime I could do what I want to do, I like that. I need to practice that. But that was actually the reason why I'm like being real quiet and I'm like absorbing what you guys saying because I really want to just take a screenshot and put it in. Like, it's when I say like almost verbatim of, you know, that app that you told me about, Adriana, this
The
app right here.
pattern. Ooh, I
Yeah,
can't wait till we talk about it. But
the
yeah.
pattern.
Ooh. What
Yo,
have you
when I
learned?
tell
What have
you,
you learned?
when I tell you that what y'all telling me about like being okay with like not being so hard,
Mhm.
like it's almost verbatim, like literally like crazy.
Mhm.
So
Astrology
it's
is nothing
telling
to
me
play
that
with,
I
people.
need to do what I want to do. I'm like, don't tell me that when I was reading it.
Alignment, and you know what? Just to add on to that real quick, the fact that you're cleaning your house, use that as a Miyagi technique. As your house gets more organized and together, picture that being your head. Truthfully.
That's
And just for those who actually into astrology, that's also in alignment with the energy of the full moon, getting your stuff together and releasing for the beginning of a new month. But you're doing everything that you're supposed to do, man. Just stop being such a bully to yourself. You know, you're doing a lot of great things, you're improving upon your life in a lot of great ways. And just look at that as opposed to what you're not doing. The same thing with a diet. Instead of looking at all the things you can't do, look at what you can do. What can you add instead of subtract, man?
Yeah, and the last thing I want to add, just in support of that, Adriana, is I watched the interview today with a musician, a rapper, and the interviewer made a joke about, you know, what he said. What is it you're taking? What supplements? What surgery have you had? Because you look the same as you did when you came in here 30 years ago. And you know, I've said before, Irijah, you like look young, man. And it's like there's all these people that are taking these tonics and you know pulling their son's blood and injecting it into them. And, you know what I mean? They're doing all this madness, right? When really you just got to chill.
Yeah.
Maybe if you didn't focus on not aging, you wouldn't age. Like the person that the rapper, it was Ti, was just like I don't do nothing, you know. And then he said, my wife gives me some skincare thing, but you can tell that's genetic. It's not what he's just. Everybody just chill out. You know what I mean? Just chill out. Try, and there are poisons that go in your body that you should avoid, and if you can pull them out your system, you're gonna feel better. But a lot of it all does. It's all from here, all the
Mm-hmm.
time, every day, 24/7. It's all from here,
Mm-hmm.
you know. And whatever you imagine yourself to be, that you'll be created into that. The universe will create you, force you into corners and push you into this group today, and you'll get there, but you can do it gently, you know what I mean? Because the other thing is that we people that care about you struggle with hearing you attack yourself. Real love is like that. Real love doesn't want to hear you attack yourself any more than you attacking anybody else. So it's like that. So you got so many things in alignment and going beautifully. Cup of coffee's all right on a fast day.
A cup of coffee ain't gonna take it down. Well, that's how I felt this morning. I was like, you know what? And you know, this morning is exactly actually this morning I was deliberate in my cheating. I was like, I'm gonna do this, and I'm just gonna not drink water for the 3 hours. I'm gonna do this right off the rip, and I did it too, and I didn't feel no way about it. Like I was just like, all I gotta do is just be honest and upfront when I get on. That's it. Like, and I really don't feel bad. So actually, I did do that today unintentionally. I didn't. I did it. That's all that matters. I did it. But in any event, 5 minute movement break. 5 minutes. Movement today, right? I mean, this one, right? Actually, this one, whether you could do a standing up or sitting down, this particular one, it's up to you. I like to stand up because I like to, my lower back is a little tight, so I like to. But for this one, all you're gonna do for is this, it's a top body, and you're gonna like, you know, this camera just moves as it wants to. You're gonna you hold your hand out, and all you're gonna do is you're gonna move your arms forward, and you're gonna clamp them together, and pull. Use the bottom one to pull the top one. You see, you guys see that? So you guys should be feeling the pull. You should feel
Ooh.
the pull right here, and the arm that's at the top. The body, you should your hand should be locked like this, and you should be pulling with the bottom one, pull the top one, so you can feel the stretch here. Okay, guys. And you're gonna switch. You're gonna switch off. Breathe, switch, come in, switch, switch. Okay, so 30 seconds. 30 seconds coming in. Hot. Give me 1 second. God. All right, 30 seconds coming in. All right, let's do it. Breathe out, come out. Breathe in. Oof. Yeah, you want to fill out, baby. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay. For this next one, yes, please stand up, my dears, because we were gonna do a windshield, right? So before we was going straight down and going into the squat. This time, you're gonna go down to the side. Oh, my camera just keeps moving. So you're gonna go down to the side, like go down the side of your leg, move, come over while you're still bent down, and you're gonna come up the other side. Go down one side. As you're bent over still, you're gonna come across the front of your body, go over to the other side of your leg, and you're gonna come up. Okay, ready? 30 seconds. Let's go. You want to feel this, your low back, hamstrings, hips, coming out. Yeah, yeah, yeah. All right, 5 seconds. Okay, for this last one, this is nice and easy. You could do it sitting down, you could do it standing up. It's up to you. We're just gonna do some leaning over to the sides, right? Some overhead leans or tilts or whatever you want to call it. You want to get it all underneath your underarm, that whole side. We're not gonna do this time. We're just gonna do it like 3 times on each side. Get a good stretch. 3 on each side. Right? Get a nice, yeah, nice good. Right? Okay, for this last one, this is just that this for your arms, your shoulders. You're gonna put your arms like this, like freeze, hands up, freeze, hands up. And then you're gonna take those arms and you're just gonna bring them to the back like that. They're in a thing. All you do is fold them down, bring them as far back as you can. Yup. I'm gonna do a couple of those, like 5 of them. All you wanna do is just Adriana, pick them elbows up. Open them out like this. Yes. Now, no, like how you just had it. Elbows up, 90 degrees. Now, just take your hands and just swap them down like you swapping something underneath you. Swap them down. Yep. Keep going. As far back as you can, and bend forward. Yeah. And yes. Yeah. That's how you do it. All right. So do that a couple of times. And the last little thing, we're not timing this neither. We're just gonna knee hugs. Pick your knee up to your chest. Hug on your knees. Hug on your knees. Hug on your knees. Yeah, that's right, Aid. If you can't, yup, just like that. Yup, that's good too. Okay? Just gonna do it, do it, do it. And this last one, let's just shake it out. Let's just shake it out for 30 seconds. Let's just shake it out. Shake it out. Shake it out. Get ready. Get ready for the chant. 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 All right. 10 seconds. Okay. 3, 2, Irijah, it's on you.
All right. the body hot. And now I just want y'all to just take your time, get into your comfortable seating position, feet flat on the ground. Or if you want to lay down, get into Sahu, get into, technically they call, well, in the Western yoga, they'll say Savasana, right? But we're all sitting in our chair, so we're just sitting in our chair. And the chant that we're going to go through is called the Om Shu Ra. Om, that's the primordial sound in the universe, the first sound. It vibrates every sound that we hear in everything, right? Most of us know the sound Om, right? It's usually OM. People say OMH. People even say AUM. So that's a little background on Ra. Excuse me, Shu. Shu stands for the breath, right? That's the Kemetic name for breath. And Ra stands for the sun, the fire. So we're going to activate Om, that sound that vibrates to all of us, that first sound. Shu, through the breath. And Ra, that fire inside of us. All right. So you're going to just repeat after me. We'll inhale, take a breath through the nose. And on the exhale, Om. Breathing normally, your pace, your rate. Maybe take 2 breaths, and we'll do that 2 more times. On the exhale. Om. Om. We're going to go to Shu next. So again, on the inhale, spanning the abdomen out as far as you can. Take a pause, and on the exhale, Shu. Breathe your pace, your rate. And when you're ready, begin again. Take the inhale. And the last sound is Ra. Inhale, expand the abdomen out as far as you can. And on the exhale, Ra. Expel all that air. Go ahead, just take your 2 regular breaths here, your pace, your rate. You have 2 more times with the sound Ra. Just notice the vibrations you feel in your body. Good. And this last one, we're going to combine all three sounds. So maybe you should take a nice big inhale. Maybe take an extra one. And when you're ready, Om Shura. Good. Again, two more times. Your pace, your rate. Take the pause and breathe. Notice the subtle energy you feel, the vibrations, that frequency. When you're ready, take that full inhalation. Take another one. Om Shura. Good. Last one. And this time I want you to squeeze those pelvic floor muscles as you seal it in. Om Shura. Good, and just close your eyes. Again, notice what you feel. Take this moment, maybe you place the tip of your tongue to the roof of your gums. And I want you to just visualize a white light surrounding your entire body. And smile. So we give thanks for this energy of revitalization and rejuvenation from our ancient ancestors in Kemet. And as we breathe long, slow, and deep, we give gratitude to Shu. As we ground our bodies to the earth, we give gratitude to Geb. And in the foundation of Ma'at, to restore order, balance, justice, reciprocity, and harmony, we say Ankh, Uja, Seneb. Life, health, and prosperity to you, Hotep. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for your patience and your intention in connecting to this vibration for yourself. Hotep.
Namaste. No, bro, that was good. Mm, that was good. Oh,
Thank you,
Shura.
Irijah. That was wonderful, man.
You
This
are
is why we wanted you on it.
you are most welcome. Feel free to chant Om Shura when you're going on your walks, when you're going on your hikes, when you're in your shower, and when you need to charge up your system, when you feel distracted. Om Shura. And notice what comes up for yourself. It's really too, it's connecting to that lung capacity. So it's again connecting to the breath. So I want to thank y'all for inviting me to be a participant in y'all space. You know, I'm grateful to be able to bring whatever gifts, whatever tools I've learned to share with community. So may I continue fasting for the next 48 hours in full embrace of who you are, you know, and what you want.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yes.
I want to sleep. I don't feel charged. I feel sleepy. I feel like relaxed. All my cells are going, yeah, boy. So it can have that effect on you as well. It can chill you
So,
out, mate. Chill.
absolutely
Fairness, there's
calming.
a 5 hour time difference. It's almost bedtime for you, isn't it?
I'm not 10, Adriana.
Yeah, you said you want to go to sleep early. I'm like thinking 8. It's like 6 or 7, right? Like maybe.
It's 5 now.
Ah, okay. That's close.
The thing I thought about too, though, and when you brought up sleep earlier, is that just having things to do Sleep is something to, not so much to do, but it takes up time, right? And in this fasting period, having things to take up time will allow, for us to push through when the mind starts to want to talk us out of what we committed to.
Yeah, definitely.
So, guys, we don't have to get to the next question, but we can actually wrap it up there, honestly.
Peace, love, and light. What's going on, y'all? Just getting out the shower. Wash the hair. The hair is greasy. It ain't lint balls now. Hold up. That's natural grease. Moisturize your hair. But anyway, I figured I'd start my fasting vlog, if you will, showing y'all what the quote unquote last meal will be for the next couple days or so. So, peep game. We got some almonds and sunflower kernels and pumpkin seeds, unsalted. I had a little shake, little dash of the Himalayan pink salt instead of the regular salt. Cause fun fact, iodized salt is not the greatest for you. But I also got pineapples and peaches and blueberries and raspberries. And the reason why it's looking a little liquid juicy is because it's from the frozen section. Sure enough did buy a bag of the frozen berries because it's cheaper, less work. Throw it in a bag, let it defrost a little bit while you're in the shower. Enjoy. Also, I got my night tea. Y'all can't tell, but that is hibiscus and peppermint and my little nighttime sleepy blend. And that's how we gonna wrap up the night. I'll check in with y'all tomorrow, day one. Peace, love, and light to the people. What's going on? This is the first official check-in of day one of the fast. It's about 10:19 in the AM. I figured I'd give y'all my rotation of teas that I'm gonna be sipping on for the next few hours. I have already had about 20 ounces of water, spring water, major key. But first, a moment of silence. A moment of silence for my coffee, for my yerba mate green tea, because they are caffeinated and we're doing a caffeine free. Oof. So we're gonna say what up to my peppermint tea for the morning and afternoon. We're gonna say hello to ginger. We're gonna say hello to cinnamon. We're gonna say hello to ground anise. And if I'm feeling froggy later with my hibiscus, most likely I'll possibly dash in some allspice. Temporary moment of silence for this deliciousness. My honey. Now, quick play-by-play of the facts. Ground anise, fantastic for your digestive system. Get into it if you're a tea drinker, or honestly, if you like the flavor, it does taste pretty good in coffee as well. I've tried both. Ginger, as we know, great for your immune system. Great to help you get over being sick, great for your digestive tract, etc. Cinnamon tastes phenomenal, A1, and also has its own bevy of health benefits. I'll throw them on the screen here because I don't want to give y'all no flim flam. Same with the allspice, but I'm about my first tea of the day, the peppermint with the spices. And y'all have a beautiful morning. Peace, love, and light. Peace, love, and light, y'all. What's going on? What's going on? I figured I'd do my check-in for the evening. It is 6:24. So the day overall pretty easy. Like I made it a point to get some good workouts in. So today was a rest day. As far as that was concerned, I got a good meditation in earlier. I will say the caffeine headache hit like a haymaker. Part of the reason why I decided to make today a rest day as opposed to going out and taking a stroll. It was nice enough to do so, but executive decisions, make sure you make those executive decisions. I've just been sipping on I'm a hot beverage drinker in general, so I've been sipping on teas all day, peppermint teas with my herbs, and now I'm sipping on peppermint hibiscus. Why I waited till the evening for the hibiscus? Fun fact: hibiscus helps you with sleep. it can make you drowsy. So keep that in mind if you drink that throughout the day. That might be part of the reason why you're feeling a little foggy. But outside of that, and my water with Himalayan pink salt just a little bit to get some of those electrolytes back. But the first day is always the hardest, y'all. And it's all mental. So if you can get out of yourself, maybe give yourself a break. Like I had to remind myself a couple times a day to give myself a break. As far as not creating or whatever the case may be, and just like managing and breathing and doing my breath work through this caffeine headache. But once you get to that place, it's peace and it's calm. So that is the evening check in, and I will check in with y'all again tomorrow. Peace, love, and light.